Hi guys, we have an interesting mutator over here called miasma theory. So it says when an enemy unit dies, it will create miasma that will continue to strengthen its allies within its range and poison our units. So that's kind of hybrid between kind of scorched earth and Avenger. But the thing is with Avenger, it's about units that get buffs. Here it's about location. So as you can see, these when units dies, it creates this green thing, green kind of mist on the ground, and similar to like when like scorched earth in the official co-op. But now you see this. Okay, these are both now on. It seems so. It says this unit undertakes less damage and has increased movement speed. You can see that it's 425 plus 0.64. This one also. Okay, now this. You see this on the left, and now it's not under the effect anymore. So it's about the location. And okay, and you saw that the drop didn't do as much as it would do otherwise, and now I'm flying the Scourge over it, so it also affects air units. As you can see now, these Scourge are over it, and they are taking I think 20 damage per second, and they will die. Okay, now I have to wait for another. Actually, the drop upgrade will finish soon. Let me speed this up. And I drop. Okay, so now these miasmas are here, but as you can see, this thing is not affected, so it doesn't affect structures. Okay, so yeah, this is not too hard to fight, but it can be increasingly bad if you're fighting clumped up enemy composition, especially strong units. Now enemy is a Terran mech. So okay, now you see drop doesn't do as much as it would. These things survive. Now I will finish it off. It doesn't no, it doesn't last for a long time. Doesn't last like Scorched Earth lasts a lot longer. Okay, so now at 8-minute wave I will use Levat. I didn't use it for this 5 minutes, so now I'll be getting Zerglings. I'm using Overmind Rips to Korhal, my usual testing combo for mutators. And okay, now I'm fighting these units. Leviathan is also when it comes over the miasma taking continuous damage, but Leviathan is actually regenerating pretty good, still taking damage. Okay, so this is I wanted to show because this store is on the miasmas. It seems that also like when it's bigger units die, create a bigger clouds of miasma that lasts a bit longer. This store has 374 HP now, and you see that this Biosurge has just been fired upon it, so it does 300 damage and 500 against structure. So now let's see. So as you can see, 296, so it did less than 100 damage to this store, so these miasmas are actually protecting this store pretty much. Let's see, movement speed is not increased by a lot. So, I don't know if actually those miasmas kinda stack, but they provide a lot of protection. Movement speed is not so much increased, but protection is pretty big. Let's see the structures are not affected, and just noxious cloud from that deals damage from the Leviathan. Okay, this is done. Okay, let's speed up. So we'll have some tours later, of course. Okay, so now we have this 14-minute wave. And I'm dropping. Okay, first drop did kinda okay. The second drop not so much because we have miasmas from the first enemies that died. And okay, now this way actually doesn't have any tours, so I think I'll be able to clean it up with these drops. Okay, now this tank made a mistake coming in range of my static defense. In the meantime, Leviathan is cleaning over there. Okay, so I'm sending the Dude Lords. They are kind of the best because they have a range and they produce 3 units, so I can just send them, and they can also attack air with this corrosion stream. So I can stay out of the miasmas while doing continuous damage. Well, I'm going for the bonus. Now I have 3 charges of mutas, and now we have 17-minute waves. So
Our enemies are.
now there will be doors, yeah. And okay, 1 drop, fall back. Second drop, as you can see, this second drop didn't do almost anything because yeah, doors are tanky and they have miasmas covering them, so I already lost 1 muta. I think I will lose another one. Yeah, I lost another one, so I lost 2 mutas over here. Fighting this, usually, I mean, Thors are kinda tanky and they can pack a punch, but with this miasmas drop would already did most damage to them. Mutas would just finish them off pretty fast. But this time, these things protected them pretty much, so yeah, clumped up enemy formation. I think on Dead of Night this mutator will be most impactful because you have continuous stream of units coming there, and then they get picked up by your defenses, and then their comrades come to the miasmas left after them. Okay, so now I'm pushing in over here. Okay. Luckily, these Brood Guardians have almost 600 HP, so they... okay, you can see these guys, air units are also protected by miasmas. So now these things that usually do 100 damage do a lot less. Is it 100? Yeah, 100 damage. Let me check now. Okay. Yeah, just like did just like 38 damage instead of 100. So it's a pretty big protection. Okay, now suddenly my broodlords are a little bit of a trouble. But okay, now this is a lot of these things. So this battle cruiser still didn't die. Okay, there's a lot of Thors over here. So now I actually have to use a Leviathan over here to defend, and it will take quite some time for this Leviathan to do the damage. Let me just try to see if it stacks. Okay, which one is targeted? This one. Okay, this was actually a barrier, so it didn't even do damage. Let me slow this down. Okay, this one. I think this one is now targeted. Can't quite tell, but okay, let's see this one. Okay, 200 to 15. 140. Okay, it seems may not stack. Now they receive what, 75? No. Yeah, it seems so. Seems they receive 75 damage. Okay. Yeah, it seems that it's always 75. So it's a pretty big protection. But Leviathan is tanky, so this doesn't deal him much damage. 20 DPS. Those miasmas. Okay, now this is done. And mutas. Now I can macro mutas. I clear this area to not to have problems with these marines. And Leviathan can help a little bit over here. And now this store, see, 300 damage without miasmas. So it reduces, it seems that those miasmas reduce incoming damage by just 1/4 of the original damage, which is kind of pretty good protection. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm diving in over here. Actually, I should have targeted the battle cruiser. But then again, these are heroic units, so VCs won't target them with Yamatos. See now, also takes a lot longer to die. Otherwise, mutas would one-shot them and they're moving. And it seems that the mission objectives don't leave Miasmas, so that's kind of okay.
One fewer void shard for us to deal with.
That's practically it. Okay, now, yeah, I see that this kinda got hit by like 6 or 7 of these things and still didn't die. Okay, now this is a routine win. Okay, not too hard thing, but then Dead of Night, minor evacuation. Yeah, on minor evacuation actually it should be, because Dead of Night, this is old version. Nexus Coop is old version of Coop, so they don't come in they don't gather there and then come in big chunks, so it might not be so bad. But minor evac, like on minor evac, this mutator will actually be really nasty because of that protection. Like units will be very hard to kill and leave a lot of miasmas. So yeah, on minor evac, I may do one video on minor evac with miasma theory to see how I'll be able to do that on that map. Okay, so I think 0 would be good there because the protection that towers provide. Okay. I mean towers, yeah, those things. Okay, anyways guys, that's it. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and watch my other videos too.